On February 7th, 2025, Genius Group, ticker GNS, was halfway through its rights offering, which is another way to raise money besides an ATM offering, the typical dilution many of you are familiar with. Genius's rights offering expires or closes on February 13th. So 1 week to go, and I'll provide a final update if they close it on time on the 13th. But here's what we need to talk about today with Genius Group. The stock is trading 15% below the rights offering price. Does it even make sense to exercise your rights? Let's talk about that and some of the problems that people often overlook when they tell you, why doesn't my company do a rights offering instead of an ATM? Let's get right into it. Before we get started, I'm not telling you to invest in Genius Group. I don't care if you invest in it or not. I covered some of the whys on that in last week's video. But there are a lot of people, especially some of the AMC investors, when they found out that AMC was considering back in 2022 doing a rights offering instead of what they did with APE, they were upset. Why didn't AMC do a rights offering? Because they're complicated and they don't always work out exactly like you think. In fact, Genius Group's rights offering is certainly not working out in anybody's favor. When Genius Group announced their intent to do a rights offering in mid-January, the stock was trading close to 70 cents. That rights offering went in effect January 31st. We have dropped almost every single day. You can see on the second half of the chart here from 70 cents all the way down to 42 cents. Why? People think a rights offering is a magic bullet, better than an ATM, certainly, right? No, a rights offering is still dilution. And because dilution dilutes the value of the shares of existing shareholders, and in order to maintain the same market cap as you dilute and add shares into the float, the price is going to adjust down. I just don't buy this AMC Project Popcorn argument that a rights offering is a magic bullet that prevents the stock price from going down. Dilution is dilution. The quandary that current shareholders of GNS are faced with is multiplex, right? If they want to participate in the rights offering, they're going to have to double their existing investment, the current value of their investment. They're going to have to double it because it's a 1-for-1 rights offering. Do you want to double your investment in Genius Group? If you do, then you won't be diluted. If you do not participate, you're going to be diluted by everybody else who chooses to participate. The second problem that shareholders are grappling with right now, and many of you have messaged me, is that the subscription price of the rights offering is 50 cents per share. If you want to exercise that right, you're going to be buying GNS at 50 cents. It's trading at 42 cents, 42 and a half. You're paying a premium to the current market price. If you wanted to double your shares of Genius, it would make sense just to go out into the open market and buy more shares for 8 cents less. Why exercise those rights? Just sell them. Now, some of you like to donate money to companies, and you're perfectly happy to pay a premium, pay 50 cents a share, and make sure GNS gets its full subscription. And if you want to do that, that is certainly your prerogative. But you are paying 8 cents more per share than the going price to increase your holdings. The problem that the company itself is going to have is if enough people realize this discrepancy and say, no, I'm not going to pay 50 cents when it's market price 42, then the company itself is not going to raise as much money as they wanted to, because not everybody is going to participate in an overpriced rights offering. And as companies are thinking about, should I do a rights offering or should I do an ATM? That is one of the things that they would be evaluating at a corporate board level, trying to decide between which one of these paths that they want to take to raise the money. An ATM, you can always sell the shares. A rights offering, people might not subscribe. You might not ever get your equity raise done with a rights offering, at least not to the extent that the company had hoped. After February 13th, this rights offering is supposed to close, and we will find out at that point if the company closes it, if they raised as much money as they had hoped, or if they decide to extend the rights offering, giving people more time to think about it and help the company raise money. Now, admittedly, if Bitcoin goes to this price target you see on the screen here of $710,000 by the year 2030, quibbling over 42 cents or 50 cents will seem pretty silly. I agree. However, we are in today, and people have a decision to make today, and some of those people don't have a lot of money. And other people are telling you that a rights offering is always a better deal for shareholders than a ATM. But as we see in the decline in the price of GNS, and the fact that the subscription price of 50 cents per share is considerably higher than the going market price, that is just not the case. And that, my friends, is why I am following the GNS rights offering. You have a live experiment happening right here where you can see maybe why a company like AMC chose not to do a rights offering. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think? Are you participating in this rights offering? Did you just sell your rights to someone else and say, screw it? Do you believe in the future of Bitcoin? Do you think that Bitcoin is going to save Genius Group because their operations side does not seem to be working out so well? I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching. I am Tony Denaro, and I will see you on the next video.